There.
Hey, Dr. Kanye. We're going to start in just a second. Let me turn my music down. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. No, I'm not grown today, Shantae. I'm in the middle of worship. Yesterday was my work mode. Today I have to stay in the Word. I got another service tonight. Hey, Tracy. Good afternoon, Thomas, Dion, Jeffrey. Hello, Adai. Glad to have you on. Alita, Bonnie. Last Zoom webinar for prospects before we get started on this challenge. So if you got somebody that's interested or anybody, tag them really quick. You can't hear nothing, Chantel? Y'all gonna make me turn my music all the way down. I need this. Okay, what about now? Can you hear good now? Chantel, can you hear? Hey, Kian. Dr. Mooney. Bruce. How you doing? Chantel, can you hear? Oh, wow. We got 114 people on in a matter of 2 minutes. We're going to get started. We're going to wait about another couple of minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to talk about this upcoming challenge, introducing it to the prospects. So if you have anybody that needs to get on, have them jump on real quick. Galaxy, you can't hear anything either? Okay, my volume is all the way up. Cassandra, you're not the one saying it. Okay, who is that? Galaxy, do you have, check your mic. Make sure your mic is not muted. If you're on the phone, go to the top corner where it says off where the speaker is, click on. Yeah, ensure you're not calling through the internet audio. Good, okay, you can hear now. Okay, good. Hey, Anastasia. Hi. Bio, all the way from London. Oh, we got two Bonnies.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, Bio. I miss you again.
I miss you too. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yes, the billionaire family, Dr. Q. This is the billionaire family. We will be billionaires. That's my goal. I would love to be a trillionaire, but my goal right now, the next goal is billionaire status.
Amen.
I like that Royal Life Investors.
You know the deal.
Dr. Mooney, Colonel Smith was on yesterday.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he even gave his testimony and some encouraging words. What to tell the people. I sure will. All right. Everybody's on. Everybody got everybody on that's going to get on. We're going to go ahead. What up, fam? This is Chris, the Johnsons. Chris, say hey for everybody. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to mute everybody out real quick. Let me make sure that a couple of key people on that I needed to be on. Sandra. Going through the list. Dr. Q. Francis. Heather. I love all the iPhones. I love that. Jonathan. Jonathan is my other adopted baby. I just adopted him. Pam. Okay, yeah, the main one. That's what we need to see. Pam, Terrell, Jazz. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody had a good Sunday. I hope everybody went to church. I hope everybody got their praise on and got some prayer in at the same time. And I hope you prayed over your visions and your goals and you're ready to get this money. Now, for the new prospects, my name is Dr. Kirkland. Everybody call me Dr. K. I'm here in Texas. I'm a co-pastor of a church, and I am a event planner. I own Events by Kathy, and I also own a childcare facility, Faith Christian Academy, and I own 2 real estate investment companies, the Colleen Group and the Kirkland Group. And I'm here to tell you how I was able to literally turn pennies into millions of dollars in a short amount of time. And I trade Forex, but I'm, here to let you know what this is all about. I trade Forex, I trade foreign currency. And the reason why I trade foreign currency is because in the scripture, Ecclesiastes 11:1 states that it's good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. And you need a minimum of 7 streams of income in order to survive. And I was first introduced to the Forex industry back a little over 10 years ago, about 2006, I believe, 6, 7, around that time. And I was introduced to it from a friend of mine, Colonel Smith. And what happened was paying no attention. I ignored it, because it looked complicated. And it looked like it was just too hard to do and things like that. And I found every excuse not to do it. But I was a real estate agent at the time. So at the time, I was making a killing in the real estate market. So I was doing really good. My husband was in the military. He did 25 years in the military and everything. So he was still active duty during that time. So I ignored it. But then in 2008, we had the Great Recession, which the real estate market crashed. And my whole world crashed right along with it. Well, here recently, about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, Dr. Jewel Tankard, she's the wife of Dr. Ben Tankard, who used to be an NBA player for the Trailblazers until he got his injury, and now he's a gospel jazz recording artist. He discovered Yolanda Adams. And so she called me one day, and she told me, she said, hey, I met this guy named Christopher Terry, and he told me that he could show me how to leave a legacy and never worry about finances ever again. So I'm going to fly down to Dallas. He said he could show us how to trade Forex and we could actually earn money while we're learning. So meet me there, and I got there. And when I got there, I'm just briefly giving you a quick history of how I got started and why. When I got there, it was some people there that he was training. And in the midst of that training, trading and everything, I heard some of their testimonies. And these was kids that was there from the ages of 17 to 19 and, up to 26 and 27. 2 of them said they quit college. And I asked them why. And they said, because I made $70,000 in 2 days. And then one of the other guys said, I made $105,000 last week. I make $150,000 a week. And then the one that impressed me the most was like 26, 27 years old, Jazz age, my son's age, some of your guys' age, said that he made $450,000 in 90 days. So I'm looking at these kids, and they're kids to me. So I'm looking at these kids, and I'm like, okay, they looking like Lil Wayne. They got this big old baseball hat. They got the platinum and the gold in their mouth, pants sagging, jewelry everywhere and everything. So I'm like, okay, if these kids can get it, I can get it. So, Christopher Terry was telling me if you could copy and paste and you can follow instructions, if you do exactly what I say do, there's no reason for you not to make the type of money that you would desire to make. So I left there. Of course, I procrastinated for a couple of weeks because it just looked intimidating. So I had to get my mind right. And I started looking for more scriptures or something, because I done tried everything. I done sold everything. I done did everything. And during that process, every 10 years, this nation hits a recession, this country anyway. We hit a recession every 10 years, and it's been like that since the revolution where we broke off from Great Britain. No offense, Val. We had to get rid of the queen. So no offense. But every 10 years since then, after the war, we hit a recession. But I got tired of the recession dictating to me how my businesses would be ran or how my house would run. My husband did 25 years in the military. When the real estate market crashed, the Great Recession hit in 2008. It hit my home, and we almost lost the house, everything that we had and everything. And I just really got tired of it. And my husband did 25 years in the service, and he got out, and we still wasn't rich. Now, we made good money while he was in. I was a contractor. I had, my 401k, had it set up to where I was making, it had about $40,000, $50,000 in it at the time. But when the Great Recession hit, it got down to $2,000. So that hurt. That hit home really bad. So I was praying about it, and I was asking God, I need you to show me how. And, this is going to be my last business venture that I really get in. So I got to looking, and I found scripture in Ecclesiastes 11:1. And I looked for the Good News translation because I wanted it to be made plain, no deception, no nothing, no confusion or anything like that. And in which the Bible has no confusion, but I needed something to where I could turn around and tell somebody else this, and they fully understood it. In Ecclesiastes 11:1, Corey, you are so faithful. I see you on every Zoom. I just had to throw that out there. On Ecclesiastes 11:1, God said that in the Good News translation, it's good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. You need a minimum of 7 streams of income to survive. And the reason why the recession was killing us so much, and which is probably going to hit some of you guys now because we're in another recession, is because we're living off of 1 and 2 incomes. How many have more than 2 incomes? If you have, how many have 3 incomes? Type it in there. Type it in the chat. How many have 2 incomes and still living from paycheck to paycheck? How many got 3? Don't be ashamed. 3 incomes coming in, and you're still not enough. If the Bible, Bonnie has 5, Bonnie with 5 incomes that you have coming in, are you still, just think about it. Next, you have 3 incomes, 2 for Joyce, 4, 3. And the Bible says that you need 7 to survive. Vanessa has 1, still struggling. With 2, 3, and 4 streams of income, you are still struggling when the recession hits. If the wisest man on earth and the richest man that ever walked this earth, and God said there would never be another one after him, if he states that you need a minimum of 7 streams of income to survive, why are we struggling and living off of 2, 3, 4, and 5? It's not enough. Then some of you said, I can't work 4 or 5 jobs. It's not meant for you to work 3, 4, and 5 jobs. It's meant for you to learn how to make your money work for you. He also stated if you had 8 streams of income, you're doing good. So how do you get 8 streams of income without having to have 8 jobs? You don't even have 1. But if man don't work, I believe your job is seed money. So I dug a little deeper because I knew I was going to have some skeptics whenever I presented this. But I wanted to make sure that this was real. 1, I found out that Forex has been around since 4 AD. This is nothing new. It's been around for 2014 years. It has never crashed. It has never filed bankruptcy. It has never closed its doors. It has never laid anybody off. And it is the only industry that has survived every economic crisis for 2014 years. When Forex first started, it started in Jerusalem, and it was controlled by the Byzantine government, which was the Egyptian government at the time. And during that time, their weight, their coins was more than anybody else's because of the weight in gold. They actually traded with real gold, silver, copper, things like that. It was actually, it's not laced with metal and with some of the stuff that we have now. but it's the only thing that we have that has survived every economic crisis for 2014 years. So my testimony is this. When I got back from Dallas and I found all of that out, and especially when I found the scripture, I'm sold. So it's not a scam, it is written. So when I realized that it was written, and then this is something that what it was doing, and I couldn't continue to repeat the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's insanity. And I was 10 years this recession hit. So this time I was determined in 2016 for this not to hit me again. So I had $40 in my, I put $40 into a broker's account. And you would think that $40 was $40,000 to me. Even though I waste $40 Walmart, Kmart, not even Kmart, they went out of business. They couldn't even stand the recession. Sears, they couldn't withhold the recession. They're cutting back. But the thing is, we can find money to do what we want to do with it, but we need to learn how to make our money work for us. So I put $40 into a live account. I got on one of the live trading sessions at about 9 o'clock, and I put $40 in, and they told me what to buy and what to sell. And literally, as God's my witness, in 30 minutes to an hour, my $40 had yielded me $500. So, of course, I started screaming and hollering, running through the room, everything, yelling, I'm going to be rich. I finally found it. Yes, I'm going to be rich. And so my husband was one of the skeptics, because he was like, you're going to put us in the poorhouse. You're going to make us file bankruptcy. You need to get a 9 to 5, all the above. And it's like, no, I'm not doing it, because you worked 25 years and we still ain't rich. I'm not slaving like that. So anything that you have to continue to work for and never benefit from it as much, and you still barely getting by, that makes you a slave to it. So anyway, I remember Christopher Terry letting me know when we was there, he said money moves faster in the middle of the night. At 1 a.m. Central Standard Time over here in the United States. At midnight, every bank all over the nation comes in. They have a Forex department. They sweep all the deposits, put it into one account, and they trade your money from 1 a.m. until 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, this is what the banks do. They make your money work for them. Now, while you have 200, 2,000, 20,000, whatever you got in the bank, they're using it to trade foreign currency all over this nation. And that's one thing that this nation have in common is finances. And if you think about it, you go back and you look and you study the history, the Jews and over there in Kuwait and Afghanistan and Iraq, a lot of those people don't work, especially in Kuwait. Nobody works in Kuwait. They contract out. You know why? Because they trade foreign currency. You go to Dubai, you don't find nobody in Dubai. They trade foreign currency, and all of their businesses are backed by a Forex department. And what I do is I teach you how to turn your own house into a Fortune 500 company. I teach you how to show you how to make your money work for you. I make no money off of what you trade, what you make. I don't make any money off of any of that. I do not get paid to get up in the middle of the night and show you how to trade. So, but I got up at 1 o'clock because the owner of this company, which worked on Wall Street for 25 years, and he trains the top traders on Wall Street in July, in Las Vegas, and in New York every year in July. He have traded billion-dollar accounts. He was in the money magazines, I don't know how many times, of his success story was trading. But he grew up poor, and he grew up struggling. He kind of had like a pursuit of happiness moment. And he also said that if he ever made it big, he would make this affordable for the average man. He would bring Wall Street to Main Street. And that he did. So I got up at 1 o'clock with him. And he showed us what to do, what to trade, and gave us our take profits and our stop loss. And he said, don't worry about it. Set it, forget it, go get some sleep. And I'll see you at the New York session, and hopefully we'll wake up and profit. Now, keep in mind, when I started, I had $40 in that account at about 9 o'clock. But 6:30 that morning, I woke up, I had $1,000 in my account. So I'm sold. I'm in there. Now, remember, at this time, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. So I took that. I remember scripture says you needed 7 streams of income. I took that $1,000 that I made and I divided it up 7 different ways because I needed to make sure that my Mercedes was paid off. So I labeled one account for paying off my Mercedes, one labeled to pay off my credit cards and credit report, one labeled to purchase real estate investment properties, one to purchase an oil well, one to buy gold and silver, and one for miscellaneous, like everyday bills, hair and nails, things like that, groceries, everything. So I did that so I could pull my family out of this rut and so that we could get started. And literally between the end of May and the 1st of July is when all of this took place. And then by August, I got my Mercedes. I posted on Facebook. And by September, I had paid off everything on my credit report, and I paid off my credit card bills. In October, I purchased a real estate investment property for $5,000, and it was bid at $350,000. I sold it for $275,000. I purchased 27 acres of land. I purchased an oil well that yields about $4,800 a month in residual income. I just recently purchased another oil well. Also, I bought gold and silver, and I had a miscellaneous account. So my $40 to this day is still working for me because I never fell below $40 in my trading account. So by December 31st of 2016, where I had $40 to trade with, $5 in my pocket, and $2,000 in the bank, yielded me $1.3 million. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can repeat this process. Shantae, if you're on, if you can share the screen for the compound interest. You know, my other computer is still in the hospital. Joyce, yes, I am. This is just basic history. Now, I'm going to show you how to take $200, which this challenge starts tonight. And, well, not tonight, but I'm going to show you how to take $200 and turn it into $100,000 in 90 days. Now, those that did our trading session last time, we did a 90-day challenge where I wanted to show people how you can take $50 and turn it into $10,000 in 90 days. We had people to exceed that standard. Now, I Build Legacies, that's my other company. This is what I do to teach others how to trade. What we did is 10,000 is the standard in 90 days. We had people to exceed it. Bishop Favors, he exceeded it. Pam, she just blew my mind. 3 weeks made $28,000. By December 31st, she walked away with $80,000. Just last week, she made $13,000 in her 1 day of trading and made over $2,500. It can be done. So this is how you do it. If you don't have $1,000, we're going to do the $1,000 challenge too. So this is for a lot of my college students, the $200 challenge. I have college students that took $10 and turned it into $1,600 in 30 days. And one to take one and turn it into $1,200. But I know they're getting their refund check and they're going to have money left over. So we're doing a $200 challenge this time so that they can get it. And you can repeat this over and over again. So your first day of trading, you're going to trade 24 cents. And your goal for the day is $24. When you make $24, your imbalance is now going to be $224. So the next day you get in, we're only doing one trade. Everybody said one trade. One trade and 10 pips. That's it. One trade a day. And I use compound interest. So this is how you make your money work for you. The next day, you're going to trade a total of 27 cents. You're going to make, by the end of that session, your goal for that day is $27. At the end of that trading session, your balance is now $250.88. Who makes an additional $50 in 2 days? If you put $200 into your bank account, you go back and check it 16 hours later or 48 hours later. Are you going to have $50 and some change in your account extra? No, but the bank will because they're trading your money. So at the end of 30 days, your $200 should now yield you $3,808.01. Write it down. I believe in right division and making it plain. For those that are going to get in this challenge and for those that are looking to get in the challenge, this is what we do. your $200 is now working for you. If you decide to take your $200 out to put it back where you got it from, you're now living off of straight interest. And that will leave you a balance of $3,600. That's still good money. So in 45 days, if you hold it and you continue to do one trade, 10 pips, your balance is now $20,843.42 in 45 days. You see how fast your money can work for you? This is what the banks do all the time. This is what the wealthy do all the time. Rich people talk, but wealth whispers. And when somebody wealthy start whispering in my ear, I applied it. So in 60 days, your balance is now $114,087.82 in 60 days. 90 days is the standard, but I build legacies like to exceed the standard. So if you hold your money in there and don't take anything out, your end balance in 90 days is $3,418,062.07. Add your pennies to it because every penny counts. $3,418,062.07. Your $200 have yielded you over $3 million. Now, before you get happy and start withdrawing your money, please contact me so that I can connect you to the right people so the IRS do not charge you 40%. They're going to tax you 40% of your money. It's just like when you win the lottery and they won $1 million, but they walk away with $500,000 or $700,000. That's because the IRS get theirs first. So if you contact me before then, I build legacies, believe in you leaving a legacy for your family, your children, your children's children, and for you to bring in multiple streams of income from other places. When you do that, before you do that, please don't go out and start buying houses and cars and all of that. Wait until you have a plan before you withdraw any money. Now I understand paying your everyday bills, that's different. But before you pull out a big amount, contact me so I can connect you to Jonathan, my oil well guy, David, my real estate investor guy, the guy that does the gold and silver. Please contact me so that you can get those things. And even when you start making some serious money, if you're doing the $1,000 challenge, I'm gonna show you what you can make. And even in doing that, we will have I will connect you to the person to set you up a trust. Like Donald Trump said that we're crazy for paying taxes like that because he don't pay them. And the reason why he don't is because he have everything set up in a trust. You're in control of everything, but you own nothing. Your trust fund can pay you at any given time and you not get taxed like that. Also, when Warren Buffett said that he makes $150,000 a year, his secretary make more than him, and he's one of the richest billionaires here, along with Bill Gates, it's because his stuff is set up in a trust. Okay, now, for those that's doing the $1,000 challenge that kept $1,000 left over from my last challenge and we won't going into this one, tomorrow night is when it's on, 10 pips and dip. Tomorrow night, you're going to trade a total of, hold on, let me mute everybody back out. Tomorrow night, when you get on, we're going to start with a, hold on, did I stop sharing my screen? Can y'all still see that? No, go back and share yours. Okay, you're good. It's just me. Okay, I lost it. Hold on, let me get my screen back up here. Shantae, share your screen again. Or is it still there? Okay, now I got it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sharing it.
Okay, good. Okay, so tomorrow night, we're going to start with $1.20 lot size for those that have the $1,000 in your account. Your goal by the time we get off is going to be $120. And your end balance is going to be $1,120. We're going to do one trade. One trade. After that, the next night we get on, your goal is you're going to trade $1.34, and your goal for that night is $134, and your end balance is going to be $1,254.40. You would have made $254.40 in 2 days off of about $1.54, $2.54. You're going to take $2.54 into $254.40. So you hold it, and in 30 days, your end balance should be $19,040.07. Write it down. I will be making $19,040.07. Even if you take your $1,000 back out, you're walking away with $18,000. In 45 days, if you hold it, do one trade at a time. It's going to be tempting, but don't get greedy. One trade at a time. In 45 days, your balance is $104,217.09. $100,000 in 45 days. Remember, when we set the standard for 90 days, we exceed the standard. So in 60 days, Shante, can you scroll down? In 60 days, you now have $570,439.08. A 26-year-old made $450,000 in 90 days, and he didn't even have $1,000 in his account. So in 60 days, you can make $500,000. Who can use $500,000 in 60 days? We can't even stick to a diet in 60 days. But this diet, this financial diet, you need to stick to. So in 90 days, that's right, Miss Paula, that's my mini-me there. In 90 days, you should have $17,090,310. $17 million. And I know it can be done. You know why? Because it is written in Ecclesiastes 11:1. It's good to enter into foreign trade, because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. You need a minimum of 7 streams of income to survive. Who can use $17 million? I'm ready. Also, I know this, a friend of mine was in the military, worked at the Pentagon. He lives in Detroit now. He made $22 million in 90 days using the same process, doing the same thing. $22 million in 90 days. He had to get out of the military. He got an honorable discharge, but he had to get out of the military because now he's a liability. For those that are ex-military and in the military, so you understand what I'm talking about. In case they went to war or something, or he got captured or he got kidnapped here over the States, they could use that as a liability. So they gave him his honorable discharge plus, conflict of interest, Frank, that's it. And so they gave him his honorable discharge, but he used the same method. The same one that I put out to you, put out to them, he used the same thing and made $22 million. Now, keep in mind, I don't get paid off of what you make. I don't get paid to get up in the middle of the night and show you what I do. I do have a call on my life. I do feel like that I have a mandate to help create as many millionaires as I can. It was told to me, if I sow this seed into you, will you sow it into others? Because he was real adamant about seeing people succeed. And I told him, if you sow it into me, I'll make sure I sow it on good ground. I'm sowing seed that you the harvest. And I know it's going to come back to me. All I have is my name and Jesus. And, money ain't everything, but money answers it all. The love of money. Some of you are going to get greedy and you're going to get caught up in the love of money. And that's the root of all evil. And you will not succeed in that. The whole point is for you to leave a legacy for your kids so that your name could carry on for generations to come, so that your kids won't have to work as hard as you did or struggle like you did, so that they would have it better. And if a man don't leave a legacy for his children or an inheritance, you are worse than an infidel. You have to do it. It is vital. So I'll have a couple of Yeah, it's only 3 trading days a week. 3 trading days. So these numbers are based off of trading days, because 3 days a week in the middle of the night is all I can spare with all the other things that I have going on. But I'm sacrificing, I'm making that time 3 days a week. Some of y'all saw where my husband put an air mattress in my office because I'll never go to bed. I'm always in here working. But that won't happen this go round. So Pam, if you're out there, can you unmute and give a quick testimony?
Good afternoon, Dr. Kathy. How are you?
I'm good. And you, Miss Billionaire, my billionaire friend from Atlanta?
I received that. You can say that one more time. That's all right.
This is Billionaire Pam.
I'm good. Well, thanks. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say Dr. Kathy changed my family's life at a time in need where finances weren't the best, but now I am extremely grateful. Just because I overheard somebody else talking about this. So everything that Dr. Kathy said she was going to do, she did. And over the course of the last challenge, I made a little over $80,000. Dr. Kathy saw my history. So she's seen all the proof of the earnings that I've made. The last 3 weeks alone, I made $28,000. Last week, I made $13,000. And the last trading day was this past Thursday because the market is closed on the weekend. I made $2,500 this past Thursday, just doing what Dr. Kathy said. Do you want me to share that, Dr. Kathy, or no?
Yes, please show them. Go ahead and share it.
Okay, let me pull my screen up.
Because we have some doubted promises.
Okay. Let me see. I think this is my earnings from, this is my earnings from last week. I mean, so the last week of the challenge, which we closed out 12/29. That last week I made $13,000. Sorry guys, $48.46. And then last Thursday, this past Thursday, I made $2,500. I took $10, $15, $20, $24 and turned it into $2,566.98 in one day. That's what I did on January the 4th, that one day. And I'm just grateful because I have 5 streams of income. And what I know is even if the other 4 streams of income close out, nothing ever happens, my business is closed, I know I can trade until Jesus return and provide to my family. So this is the one thing, I don't have to go and build anything. I can just trade every day and our finances will always be in order. So thank you, Dr. Kathy.
Yes, yes. Who else is on? Paula, can you get on to give you a quick testimony?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Dr. Kathy.
Hey.
I love her. Okay, so just really quickly, I'm going to say this, a couple things, and then I'm gonna give it right back to Dr. Kathy. So when we were introduced, it's just been a few weeks now, maybe 5 weeks or so, that we found out about it. So we were not able to get in on the challenge, but we were able to get in and start learning and trading. And my highest trading day, I am not as amazing as the Miss Pam, and I did not take pictures and document it daily, but I will this time, was $1,700. I'll tell you why, though, we decided to do this. There have been other people that had introduced us to, I guess, Imarketslive. But I'm looking at, I follow success. We follow success. Dr. Kathy explained her story, and she said how she, generated $1 million in less than a year. If any one of us on here, even looking at that chart, if 90 days from now, from $200, if it's not $100,000, it's $10,000, would you be mad? And where else can you learn to do that? Except for someone who's teaching you and showing you. And it's not like she's just telling us what to do. She takes the same risk as we do in the trades. We're doing it together. So I just want to say, a lot of times when you're looking at something, no, it's not too good to be true, but we will have to study. You have to learn. You have a responsibility. Anything that comes easy is not real. This is real, but it is going to take some discipline and some work from you. And who better to follow than someone who has already received that success? So back to you, Dr. K.
Thank you, Miss Paula. I appreciate you. Someone asked if you're a beginner and you're following you for the first time, will it be detailed enough to easily get it? Yes, it will. I make it real simple. And this is only taking one trade, Shayla. We're not taking multiple trades, only one trade. Only one trade. Yes, Bridget, it was recorded. Do anybody else have any questions? This is it. Now, we get ready to start this challenge. This is the last invite that I'm sending out. And I believe in quality over quantity any day. I want to make sure that the people that did sign up to come in and to learn how to trade Forex and to learn how to turn their house into a Fortune 500 company, I only do a certain amount every so often. When I close it out, it's closed out. I won't be taking anybody else in, but if we do another challenge after this, then I will. We'll open it back up, but I'm closing it out for people to sign up on January the 11th. We're starting trading tomorrow night at 1 a.m., 12:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, 1:30 Eastern Time with my team. I also do this for the company at 2 o'clock on Facebook in their group. But I'll do it live. But we're going to start on Monday, tomorrow night, and it's closed out for anybody else that's signing up until up until January the 11th. After January the 11th at midnight, it's closed. I won't be taking anybody else in. You up. Now, the price to sign up, get back with the person that invited you. The price to join this is $195 so that you can get the educational platform, so that you can have 24/7 teaching and live training and things like that. But your trading part is strictly with me. Your trading, not strictly with me, but the trading part for this challenge is with me when I get up in the middle of the night. As long as I got coffee and some charts, I'm good to go. So this is what I get up to ensure that my team at least make, because some people, $195 is a lot for them, some it's not. It's the best investment that I could have ever, made. And that gives you 24-hour support. Plus, on top of that, it's a tax write-off because it is an educational platform to where you come and learn how to trade Forex. The monthly recurring fee is $145 a month. But if you're making anywhere from $19,000 in 30 days, you got 30 days to make $145 to pay your bill. The problem that I'm having is people get all this money and they still don't pay their bills. You guys got to stop that. Not saying it's y'all, but don't do that. I'm planting seeds so that you can reap a harvest. And this is the last webinar that I'm doing to invite people on for a while so that they can get my undivided attention. So if there's no more questions, we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this webinar. I want you to get back to the person that invited you in on this call. Call them, inbox them, text them, do something. But you don't want to miss this. It's going to be epic. I showed you how you can take $200 and turn it into $1 million in 90 days. And like Ms. Paula said, even if you get $10,000 out of it, are you going to be mad? Your $200 turned into $10,000 in no time. So that's my story. Let's see. We got a couple more things in the chat. Are you excited? Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Get excited about it because now you have, let me tell you something. God gives us the power to get wealth. Wealth is knowledge. How long have you been doing the same thing over and over again and you still not wealthy and you're still not there? It's insane to repeat the same thing over and over. You guys work for 30 years just to get at a max a $2,500 retirement check. Now, to me, that's insane. You're going to work 30 years and you patiently wait 30 years to get that $2,500. And I'm showing you how you can get it in a matter of weeks. You do the math. I would rather be in Maldives with Pam, Dubai with Paula. I'm trying to get on all these trips. And the thing is, you could trade from anywhere all over the world because this whole nation does it. I want you to be a part of that 1%. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to get in on it. I'm just planting the seeds so that you can reap the harvest. And the person that invited you on is doing the same thing. You heard the results. It's real. I shouldn't have to just go to the bank, pull out money and show you, because this is a perverse and an untoward generation that always seek after a sign. Sometimes you just got to take people's word for it. It's real. It changed my whole life. All right, so get back to the person that invited you on. I got charts I need to mark up for next week so that we get this challenge started. And I look forward to seeing you. Congratulations to the ones that's getting ready to get on. Congratulations. And if you ever need me, and if you're on my team, if you connect, whoever you connected to that invited you on and they're connected to me, you're connected to me. If you need me to come out and do a training, I don't charge, but I do charge for a plane ticket and a good hotel to stay in. So that's it. But that's it for today. You guys have a good Sunday. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at the 10 Pips and Dip, and get back with the person that you signed up with, and let's get this money.